Good day, Miaden. It's nice to
Hi.
meet you. My name is Miaden. I'll be conducting the interview today. How are you?
Pretty well, actually.
That's good. So next week you'll be here at CrossFit Skopje. You'll be conducting and running the Olympic weightlifting seminar. Tell me, what is Olympic weightlifting and how long have you dedicated to this sport?
Okay, Olympic weightlifting is a strength sport and is comprised of two disciplines, two movements. The first one is the snatch, and the second one is the clean and jerk. In both cases, you're trying to hoist as much weight as possible from the floor above your head. And I've been doing weightlifting for about 3 years now, consistently, more or less. Yeah, and also been coaching people.
So professionally, 3 years.
Professionally, well, obsessively sort of, but I'm not really a professional.
Uh-huh. That's okay. I find myself in the in the same category, sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, so we often hear that there's a myth that weightlifting in general is not for women or for younger children, for example, and that it makes women look manly. Who can train Olympic weightlifting?
Well, I don't really think that it makes women look manly. It depends on the genetics of the people, because some women are predisposed to look more muscular, and oftentimes men who say that women look that manly, they don't look manly themselves. So it's a funny relation there. But to get back to your question, I think anybody can do weightlifting. It's just they're obviously limited by their mobility. So people who can't really squat all the way down, they still can do the Olympic lifts, but just according to their limits, not going all the way down, or maybe they're limited by their shoulder mobility, so you don't really start by doing the snatch. You start doing power cleans, for instance, and then slowly work your way up to the snatch and then to the full snatch and so on and so forth. So I think anybody can do weightlifting, just you have to take into consideration their limits and of course their age. You can't really put a whole lot of weight onto the bar and expect a kid to just lift it. But common sense.
I would agree, especially with the first part about the women. So why did you pick Olympic weightlifting rather than some other sport?
Um, Actually, I started out at the age of 8 with karate. Did it for 9 years, and then moved to just fitness and lifting weights. But then I just started realizing that I liked lifting heavy weights really fast, and somehow through YouTube got into powerlifting. But then it's not really that much about speed in powerlifting, so I slowly over the years transitioned more into weightlifting, and it's just a really cool sport which almost covers almost every part of fitness except endurance. So I find it a really cool challenge actually.
So that's where CrossFit comes in. So what advice would you give to CrossFitters in order to improve their Olympic weightlifting, taking into consideration other aspects of their training, such as the gymnastics and the high intensity movements?
Improve your leg strength. It's just based on all the people that I've been coaching in CrossFit especially, because oftentimes you see people power snatching or power cleaning more than they can actually full snatch and full clean. And oftentimes you see that technical error of hip shooting. I mean, if you imagine someone just starting off and then lifting it, you see their hips shoot way too fast up, which is oftentimes, you can oftentimes attribute that error to a muscular deficiency in your legs. And the second part would be dedicate yourself a little bit more to Olympic weightlifting for a given period of time. I mean, and I'm not saying you should neglect your CrossFit training and gymnastic training, but take into consideration that you sometimes need sort of a block of time, a period of time where you just focus a little bit more on certain stuff. And the snatch especially is quite a technical lift, which takes a lot of time to actually to learn. So that would be my advice. It also depends on what kind of CrossFitters you're talking about, professional or more the.
Yeah. You pointed out some of my errors there as well immediately. So lastly, I just wanted to ask you, what would you give as a motivational message to the viewers?
I don't know. Maybe it's kind of a weird and unusual answer, but you only have one body, one life, so you might just as well use it and make the most out of it. And you have that body, and just you have to use it. That's my opinion.
Use it to its maximum.
Maximum to your limits, to according to your goals. But that's important for me. It's sort of like a life philosophy that you have to use this machinery in order to actually be happy and to live a fulfilling life. And that's my sort of motivational response to your question.
That sounds good. Well, thank you very much for your time today. We look
No problem. Thanks.
forward to meeting you next week at the weightlifting seminar here at CrossFit Skopje.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Take care.